welcome to another beautiful video. Thank you for joining in. If you're new here, welcome. Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be addressing a topic: why you are scared of love and the truth behind relationship fears. The thing is, this is a valid occurrence and something that is worthy of discussion. A lot of people, I was watching a video recently and a lady was talking about how she is 28 and she has never been into a relationship. There's nothing wrong with her, there's no problem. It's just that there are some fears that people have that most times they don't discuss, or it's a concern, and that is what I'm going to be discussing on this video today. I would like you to know some possible fears that can be a hindrance to you and going into new relationships, and how you can tackle them and begin to enjoy beautiful and colorful relationships. So I'd like you to know that if you're in your late 20s and you have not gone into any relationship, number one, let me applaud you, because it's obvious that you are not moved by societal pressures or the pressure to go into a relationship at a certain age. It means you have got something right. But now I want to help you know how to go out of the fears that you have and go into relationships and do relationships the right way. So number one fear that is possible that is happening to you, if you have a fear, and this is for both male and female, single people in this generation are finding it difficult going into new relationships, and these are some of the reasons. Number one is fear of rejection. Sometimes people feel like, I don't want to be rejected. I feel like nobody can love me or would love me as much as I would want, or when I commit to some people, they might not necessarily reciprocate this love, or I might end up being heartbroken because I'll be rejected. That is one of the fear that some people encounter, and sometimes it's not because a lot of them have gone through this. That could be one of the reasons, but another reason is that some of them have seen people being rejected in relationships and they don't want to go through this. The second reason that people can avoid going into new relationships or starting new relationships is past trauma or heartbreak. So some people don't want to think about relationships any longer because they have gone through past traumas or heartbreaks in relationship, and this is just something that makes them remember every time somebody approaches them as regards relationship, and they are just like, no, I don't want to go through this again. I found it difficult coming through. In fact, they have not even recovered from this occurrence or experience, and that is what's making them not even want to consider going into a new relationship. Another reason why people are avoidant of beginning new relationship is commitment anxiety. So commitment anxiety is in two phases. It's either you are thinking that, oh, when I commit now, I will not be independent any longer. I'm too used to being by myself. And this is one of the reasons the lady I mentioned in the beginning, she was mentioning this, and she said that one of the reasons why she still finds herself single is that she's finding it difficult to come to the realization of now not being alone, not being independent, and having to be able to answer to somebody. And that is just one fear that is making her not to begin or think of starting a relationship. The second thing under this commitment anxiety is that you are scared of making the wrong choice. You are scared of committing to somebody with all of your heart and finding out that this is a wrong choice that you have made. That is another thing that can shed and break some people's hearts, and some people don't want to experience it, so they just avoid it. But that's not a place to be, and we'll discuss necessary steps to come out of this. So trust issues is another reason why some people don't want to go into relationships. Can I trust someone with my all? Can I trust someone with being vulnerable with them? And these concerns are genuine and valid as long as you are dealing with humans. You would wonder, so I'm about to give myself to this person, I'm about to be committed to you, I'm about to be vulnerable with you. Can I trust you with the information that I'm going to be giving to you? Can I trust that you're not going to mention this to other people? Can I trust that you are not going to be exclusive with me alone in this relationship? Can I trust that as I'm committed to you, you would also be committed to me wholeheartedly and be loyal? That is the concern of some people. Some people have the fear of career or personal priority. These people have a fear that relationship would hinder their personal growth. And I'll say to you that that's not a good approach to have. It's a valid worry, but no. When you meet a person that has the same mindset with you, or a good thought. Relationship is not supposed to hinder your growth. In fact, it is supposed to foster growth and help you become a better person. So not every relationship, and that's how you should know when you get into a relationship and this relationship is hindering you from achieving what you want to achieve, then you should know that. Another reason is fear of vulnerability. So some people don't mind being vulnerable, but they are very scared, because again, when a person is vulnerable, it means that they are saying that I can trust you with this information of me that nobody else is permitted to be aware of. And are you a person that I can be willing or open or trusting to be vulnerable with? And I'll encourage you, open up your heart and be very careful before you go into this. But don't be scared about being vulnerable to somebody that you want to commit with. Just be your main duty is to be able to be certain that this person is somebody you can trust, and on the long haul, as time goes on, you will see and know if there's somebody you can be vulnerable with. Low self-esteem can be one of the reasons why some people don't want to go into relationships. You have a low self-esteem, you are feeling like you are not worthy of love, or you can't be loved. Everybody that says to you that they love you, you don't believe it because you think that you are not worthy. Now, I'll advise you to know and tell yourself that you are lovable, that you are important, that you are the prize, that you are worthy. Hear from me, if you have not heard from any other person, that you are worthy of love and you can be loved. So open up your heart to receiving love, not love that is fake, because again, in this generation that we are in, a lot of people mention love and they don't even know what love is, or they don't even know how to demonstrate love. But just know first, that's where we begin from, that you are lovable, that you are a special being, and that you are worthy of being loved. Another reason why some people are very discouraged from going into new relationships is unrealistic expectations. So ensure that you are not in this shoe, you are not in this place of feeling like you want something that is not realistic. Because again, why some people don't want to go into relationships is because they have unrealistic expectations about relationships. If your standard for what a relationship should be like is what you see on social media, you are wrong, because again, what you see on social media is what is palatable to the eyes and what these people decide to bring to you. So don't be under pressure, don't have unrealistic expectations about anybody. You are a human, and the person you are wanting to go into a relationship with is also human. So expect that you will see their human tendencies, and nothing close to perfection should be expected. So don't have unrealistic expectations about anybody you want to go into a relationship with. Be realistic, know your values, know what it is that you can cope with in a relationship, know the excesses that this person can have that you can cope with, know what it is that you cannot cope with, and be realistic and go into relationships knowing that even you coming into the other person's life is a human. You have your mistakes, you have your excesses, and that person is also going to be willing to manage some of these excesses. So don't have unrealistic expectations about relationships. That would help you a great deal. So another reason that some people can be very careful about going into relationship, or they are very hesitant, could be parental influence or environmental situation. Some people grew up in a place or in a family where they didn't see anything beautiful or anything to be envied about relationships and marriages. Maybe they grew up in a place where marriage is just a sham, or in a place where the men and the women in the relationship don't honor or respect each other, where abuse is a norm, and they are wondering, is this what I want to go into? So some people have been in situations where marriage is not enviable, and this is one of the reasons why they are very scared or skeptical, or even have a lot of reservations about going into relationships. And this is valid, but I want to say to you that what you have seen in your circle is not the norm, is not what you should look forward to. I understand that it can affect you, but don't allow what has happened to you change what you should be or what can happen to you in the future. And I'd like to let you know that marriage is God's design, and when God made marriage, he said that this is good. marriage is beautiful, marriage is honorable, and I would like to let you know or advise you that you should change your focus about it by looking out to people that their marriages are working. Change your circle, change the people that you look forward to in marriages. If the marriages around you are not working, look forward to marriages that are working, and let that be what you behold, because again, what you see has a lot to do with what you believe and what becomes a reality. So change your environment and trust God to help you see the beauty of marriage. Marriage is indeed beautiful. It's a design of God, and human beings have begun to truncate marriage because they are not doing it the way God, who ordained it, has said it should be done. So make up your mind that you want to begin to look out to people whom their marriages are working, who are putting the work to ensure that marriages work, and you will see that your thoughts and your orientation as regards marriage will change, and you will get to enjoy your own home. I'd like to let you know that these fears in itself cannot solve the issue in front of you. And because you have these fears, don't forget I said that it doesn't mean that something is wrong with you, or it doesn't mean that you don't love colorful relationship. It means that you see them, you like what you see, but you're just scared and wonder if this can be your reality. That's the fear. And I would like to say to you that these fears are valid, but don't allow this fear to limit you or hinder you from the beauty that you can enjoy in colorful relationships. So my advice to you is going to be this: note what particular fear you have and begin to work on it to see that these fears don't exist any longer. You have to play your part to be open to go into relationships with people, but first of all, don't begin a relationship by being vulnerable. No, begin a relationship in the simplest form. Just be open to getting to know the person you are with. When you get to know people, you get to be friends with them. When you get to be cordial with them over time, you know who you can be vulnerable with. And that's why I advise people to begin with friendship, so that you can be certain in the bid to be friends, you would know who you can commit to and who you cannot commit to in a relationship where vulnerability is expected. So having these fears, they are okay, but try to know which fear you have and begin to work on how to come out of these fears, because again, these fears will deter you from enjoying beautiful relationships at the other side. But let me tell you, relationships are beautiful, and there are a lot of people that look forward to being in relationships or that are scared and worried just like you. So you are safe to know that there are people just like you who are willing to be committed, who are willing to be trusting, who are willing to be able to hold on to your vulnerable secrets or information, and who are willing to stay committed to you regardless. But just play your part, be open, and do your due diligence to know who these people are. I hope that this has helped you a great deal. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your worries. If there's something you would like me to address as regards this, I don't mind. Let me know right down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.